Hey everyone, I'm Grojan and welcome to 100 Days of Supermarket Simulator. Join me as we transform a tiny shop into a bustling supermarket empire. Let's dive in and make supermarket history as I head into my brand new shop for the first time and notice it's small. Really small. Checking out the location and it looks like we're on a really quiet street. So we head into the shop with $50 to our name and I decide we needed a bit more. It's time for a bank loan, $750 to be exact. It's time we spend some of that money on our first lot of goods. Before stocking the shelves and preparing to open for our first day. It might be a small shop, but we'll make the most of the space we have. As always with smaller shops, things are usually a little more expensive, and my shop's no exception, as I set the prices a little bit above market value. We're not ripping people off, we're just trying to make a living. Well, that's what I'm telling myself. It's time to open the doors to the public and wait for our first customers to walk through our doors. Oh look, our first customer comes in for some cereal and pays with cash. It's a good job that we brought some change with us. Making sure not to make any mistakes with the change, he leaves a happy customer. A couple more people arrive and we get to test our card machine, and it works perfectly. As the day goes on, the customers trickle in and the stock on the shelf dwindles. The first day is over and I'd say it was a success. I checked the stock on the shelves to prepare the orders for the next day. A small loss for day one isn't bad considering we had to buy all our supplies. As day two begins, we order more supplies and top up the shelves ready for the next wave of customers. I open the shop and check the computer to see a product license that I can buy for $200, which gives us access to water, cheese, tea, coffee, milk and some eggs. A nice steady flow of customers keeps us busy before we head back to the computer and order ourselves a shiny new fridge, which we pop right next to the shelves. We end the day with a fairly large loss, but the shop is beginning to come together. It's time to order our new products, stock the shelves and set the slightly extortionate prices as we prepare for another day of customer satisfaction. The customers keep coming and coming. It's harder work than I thought running this shop solo, but I'm committed and I'm ready for the challenge. Oh no, another day, another loss. A new day and we need to remember to pay the bills and the bank loan repayments before stocking the shelves for another fun-filled day of meeting new people and taking their hard-earned money. Look at that, our first profit, now we're in business. On the fifth day, we expand our shop for the first time. $750, wow, that's not cheap. A small alteration to the entrance to accommodate the extra room, and it's time to rearrange our shelves. If you're enjoying the video so far, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button for me please. Look at all that space. Another day chatting to customers and fulfilling their needs. I'm loving every minute of owning my own small business. The stock is flying off the shelves. In between working on the checkouts, we need to do some emergency stocking up. Another small loss, but I can see progress. Stocking up for the day is bringing in some new problems. We've got nowhere to keep our supplies, so we have to stack everything up against the wall so people don't fall over it. We can't afford to get sued. The shop is getting busier and busier by the day. The customers are flowing and they're buying so much stuff. I love it when a new plan comes together. Would you look at that profit? We made a killing today. It's time we bought a proper fridge, a big double fridge, and drop it right next to the shelves. We're beginning to look like a real shop. Customer after customer keeps us pretty busy for the day. Just think of all that money. Balancing the life of checkouts, ordering stock and filling the shelves is getting trickier by the day, but we continue with a smile on our face and a sweat on our brow. With a new fridge comes a big loss, but that's okay. I need to start making some money, so it's a day on the till and adjusting prices to bring more value to the customers. As we come to the end of the day, the shelves are stocked and the orders are prepped. A nice big profit. As we open for the day, working the tills keeps us busy and we save enough money to buy a huge corner shelf. I squeeze it in the gap next to the double fridge. Even though we bought the shelf, we only made a small loss. I can live with that. We open up on day 10 and pay our bank loan and bills and get straight to work on the checkout. The shop's getting pretty busy now and we need to offer our customers more choice. It's time for another product license. Now we can sell peanut butter, flour, olive oil, spaghetti, rice and salt. Ordering the new supplies leaves us very short on money, but we get started on adding them to our shelves. Our customers are going to love this new stuff. I set the prices for some healthy profits yet again. A massive loss for today, but all the new stuff will pay off soon. Day 11 and we pay our bills, our loan, and we're very short of cash. Not even enough to buy the stock we need. I open up and our first customer of the day is complaining about the price of milk. So I checked the price and it was a little bit expensive. A quick adjustment and we're ready to serve. We earn enough money to start gradually buying more stock before the queues start forming. In between the customers, we add new items to our shelves and set the prices. The customers keep me busy for the rest of the day. This is what we've been waiting for. We close the shop slightly earlier because the shelves are looking a little bit empty. I've got a lot of work to do before we open the doors tomorrow. We serve the last of the customers and start stocking up what we've got laying about and adjust some prices. It was a great day for profits. We're going to need the money for more stock. Our biggest order so far means that there's a lot to do today before we can even open the doors, so it's time to get to work. The shelves are filled and the queues are feeling never ending. We might need to look at hiring some help soon. As we near the end of the day, the shelves are looking bare again, so off we go to replenish stock. Can't forget to recycle these boxes. Another day ends and the profit is looking healthy again. Another day, another huge delivery to put away. And we've got stock all over our floor. It's not a great look really. Ready to open the doors to the public and I can finally afford a new expansion for the shop. There goes another $750. Even with the expansion, the losses weren't as bad as I feared. I start the day by moving shelves around. It's like a little puzzle, getting everything to fit nicely. But the extra space will come in really useful. Even if it did leave the shop a bit of an odd shape. Work begins on stocking the shelves before we open up to the customers who pile in and keep me busy. Yes, a nice little profit for the day. More stocking up before we add a nice little spotlight to the new area. Let's see how it looks. Perfect. Let's try and squeeze in another large shelf to fill in that empty space. Time to jump back on the till. The customers won't be serving themselves. Before we head home for the night, there's a lot of shelf stocking to do. It's a long day working alone, but it's so satisfying seeing all of our hard work paying off. Especially when you see a nice profit at the end of the day. Loan payments, bills and stock. We know how to blow through a lot of money first thing in the morning. It's time to start making back some money and serve some customers. It's a fairly busy day and the shelves are emptying fast, but the people just keep coming and coming and coming. The only way to stop the crowds is to close the shop and serve the last of the customers. The day is over and another nice little profit. Yesterday was hard work trying to keep up with all our tasks. So we pay the bills and now it's time to hire a member of staff as we welcome Chris, the cashier. Now we have someone to help around the shop, it'll free up a load of time to work on the stock. Look at him go. How did we live without him? Anyway, back to stocking the shelves. Another nice little profit. With no checkout to work, day 18 was a day of shelf stocking, ordering and price checking. Now that we can focus on the shop floor, we see a nice big profit. A new day. I pay the bills and order a huge amount of food. It's time to think about getting a second checkout, but first we need some space. Let's move this one over a bit. $500 for a new checkout? Seems a bit steep, but we'll get one anyway. A bit of a tight squeeze. A little bit more relocating needs to be done. Much better. Time to close up for the day, but the shop is packed. Maybe Chris needs a hand, so I'll jump on the checkout. Day 20 is another day of stocking shelves, and we work on the till a fair bit too. Profits again, get in. Day 21 starts with a huge purchase, another shop expansion for $1,300. With the extra space and a little trial and error, we move the shelves and fridges around again. You look so far away. A new spotlight for the extension is needed. Not surprising to see a massive loss today. It was worth it though. The new spotlight is installed before we begin stocking up for the day. I buy a tall rack and another shelving unit, but things don't really go to plan, as it seems like we can't put the tall rack in place in the shop. We're gonna need a storage area soon. We grab another corner unit and we try and make things look a little bit better. I'm gonna have to make some space on the floor to fit this in. We've got so much stock lying around. The shelf is in and I think it looks pretty good. Another day, another loss. Oh well, there's always tomorrow. Day 23 is another day of stocking shelves. Ordering more stock. And helping out on a checkup. The profits are back in the green. Today was pretty much the same as yesterday. Let's grab a new product license with various drinks, perfect for those hot summer days. Short of funds, we add what we can and set some prices. The shop is packed, we need to help Chris. Oh yes, a nice little profit. We spent all of our money on a storage unit and a rack. We can finally have a tidy shop floor. Now we have a stock room we need someone to work there. Welcome to the team, Ryan the restocker. Look at him go. A pretty big loss after our huge purchase and extra wages. I'm not sure Ryan understands his role here. We need to show him the ropes. Insane profit today. Get in. The place is still a bit of a mess, so I grab a couple more tall racks for the storeroom. The space is tiny, but we squeeze in what we can. Another new double fridge for the shop. This means we can keep more stock out. Oh no, we spent too much. We lost a lot of money today. A couple of days spent helping out on the checkouts. It reminds me of the early days. We buy another storeroom extension for $800 and spend a little time relocating our racks. So much room in there now. Looks well better. Even after forking out on the expansion, we still managed to turn a profit. Day 32. We go out for a little walk to check out the local area. It looks like a lot of the local businesses have closed down. There's a lot of housing around. Maybe we chose the perfect location for our little business. I add a new light to the storeroom. We can't have Ryan working in the dark. The day is almost over and we need to make some price adjustments. A new day, a new storage rack. The store's getting pretty busy now, so the rest of the day is spent helping out our employees. Look at that, another nice little profit. Day 34 sees us buying our next product license. This one is for all the sweet tooths out there. So now we can buy cake, candy, chocolate, cereal and yogurt. Let's get them on the shelves before we help Chris manage the ever-growing queues. In the green again, yes. The checkouts need 2 full-time staff, so we hire Chris's twin, Cliff. Oh, they are identical. More shelf space in the storeroom is needed. And now that we don't have a checkout to work, we spend some extra time stocking shelves. That's a nice profit for the day. We add a little more storage in the storeroom and check the requirements for another restocker. And we need to level the store a little bit more. Another tidy profit, we're doing well. On day 37, we buy our next product license. Now we've got a variety of cleaning stuff like bleach, dishwasher tablets and toilet paper. I spend all of our money on new stock and the street is a mess. Let's get to work and start putting stuff away and setting some prices. We need another shelf to fit more stuff in and we find a nice little spot to place it. We load up with all our new products and set the prices. Oh no, that's a pretty hefty loss. I spent a little time standing on my desk, looking down at the shop like I'm a little CCTV camera in the corner. When something hit me, we haven't named our shop yet. What else would we name it other than Grojan's Goods? I picked out some colours for the sign and I must say, I think it looks pretty good. I really think we can stand out on this street. Back to winning ways with a lovely profit. Some days it's good to stand and admire our work and watch how the shop is performing. We finally hit level 22 and we can hire a new restocker. Oh wow, another set of identical twins. Welcome in, Reggie. Another day is over and the profit was huge. We add another rack to the storeroom and head outside to see one of the restockers slacking off. He catches sight of us and runs back into the storeroom. Better keep an eye on these guys. Wow, would you look at that profit for the day? Today, I watch the shop run like a well-oiled machine. This is the life. We're making so much money now. A day of helping and keeping an eye on the staff sees us make another tidy profit. Day 43, and I decided to take out a big boy loan of $5,000. Let's put that money to use and buy another extension for the shop. This has left us with an awkward little space. Keep in thought, I make the decision to move the fridges to their own section. This means we can fit the shelves into one tidy space. Looking at the layout, and I'm not convinced I like it. Let's try and relocate the shelving units and see if we can make it better. We need more shelves to make my vision a reality. Well, we didn't have enough shelves, so we grab a few more and get them into position. It looks like we broke something. The people are shopping from the outside. Well, this is awkward. The day ends with a colossal loss, but we did buy a lot. The next day, and it seems like things are still a little broken. Another big reorganisation is on the cards for today. We've got an awkward gap to fill, so I'll buy a new shelf and see if we can plug the hole. That'll do nicely. $750 buys us our next product license. Cheese, honey, eggs and sugar. What a strange combo. We add the new stuff to our shelves and set the prices. And first thoughts are, these can earn some nice money. A new double fridge for the chilled area to add the new stock was bought and positioned. And we add the tuna to it. That's some pricey fish. We need to stop spending money because these losses are huge. Oh look, staff are not working again. Reggie is complaining that there's no room in the storeroom. So I grab another rack and add it in. Now I can relax and keep an eye on the shop. As we close for the day, we finally make a profit. A lazy day for the boss. We just watch everyone else work while I make us a nice chunk of cash. With some free times on my hands, I check over the prices of all our stock. Oh my god, look at all that profit! On day 48, I turn into a CCTV camera again for the day. Another 4-figure profit. A massive stock order is too much for our restocker twins, and I'm not scared to get my hands dirty, so I'll go and help out for a bit. In the green again. It's hard not to watch and admire the work. As we hit the halfway mark, we make another chunk of money. A little bit of ordering and a little bit of stocking shelves. And we see more results from our efforts so far. Day 52 and the store is packed with customers. Our stocking twins can't keep up with demand, so I have to help them out again, and the profits reflect the huge crowds of customers. Since we're making plenty of money, I decided to pay off the last $3,250 of the bank loan early. This will save us a decent daily expense going forward. Debt free, I help out with stocking up and ordering more supplies. Maybe another storage rack would be a good idea too. Right in the last bit of space by the door. Things are looking good, although paying off that loan left us with a loss for the day. Well, the street is a mess. I'm going to need to help clean this up and put some stuff away. Oh yes, back in the green. It's time for a new product license. Butter, cereal, chicken, fries, pizza and potatoes. Variety is the spice of life. It's also time to order our first chest freezer. How exciting! We spent a small fortune though. We need to find the perfect spot for the new freezer. That looks good. Time to fill it up and set some prices. So it turns out that our restockers refuse to work if there's no room on the racks. We need to clear the labels from the empty racks and get them back to work. Look at all that money. Looks like I need to help with the shelf stocking again. The boxes outside are piling up. Yay, profits again. Oh no, we have trouble in the storeroom. The twins are staring into the abyss. I'm not sure what's wrong with them. I rush out and frantically start stocking shelves. A quick reload of the game and they're fixed. Looking forward to a new expansion and it sets us back $4,400. Unfortunately, we're a long way off. As I spend a little time watching the shop, we notice no one is stocking the shelves again. A little bit of investigating and yeah, they're lost in their own thoughts again. Anyway, we made some cash so it's not all bad. We have enough money for the next shop expansion. After a little bit of thinking, I decide to move the fridges and freezer across to the new area. I think this will look better. Yeah, I like that. That massive loss was expected with the expansion, so it's all good. The restocking twins seem to be having issues keeping up with putting stuff away, so it looks like we'll have to help out again. Might as well buy a load more stuff too. Look how busy we are. Someone is complaining they can't find any chicken. Yep, I think I see some outside. Let's go and grab it. The queues are getting much bigger these days. I think it's time to order another checkout. Money's looking good again. The checkout has arrived. At least we got the space to squeeze it in. Time for a new cashier. Oh no, we need to serve hundreds more people to unlock the next one. Okay then, maybe we should expand the storeroom. At $1,200, it's not cheap. Now we have a door to the storeroom from inside the shop. This is so much better. I grab a new rack and serve some customers. With the extra space, I think a little rearranging is in order. We can make this extra space work a lot better for us now. Any profit is a good day. Day 62 is a day on the checkouts. Stock it up and watch it over our little shop. It's come so far. The profits are growing again. It's been a while since I checked the prices and made some adjustments. Time to get to it. I need to work the tills a lot if we're ever going to unlock that next cashier. Almost $1,000 in profits. Yes. A giant stock order to start the day. It's followed by serving loads of customers. I really need this extra member of staff. More money? Come on. Lots of stocking up to begin day 65 to give our struggling restocker twins a helping hand. The bills are paid and we have enough money to buy another storeroom expansion. A little bit of multitasking as we reorganise the storage racks and serve some customers. We've got so much space in the storeroom now, we're going to need a few more racks. Lining them up can be a little bit fiddly though. A little bit more work on the checkouts before we hire our third restocker. We lost a bit of money today, but we made loads of progress. A little bit of stock on the shelves and a lot of time on the checkouts was how we spent today. But seeing that profit makes me happy. Maybe it's about time we tried to improve the look of the shop. I decided on a floor tile and start placing them near the front of the shop. I think that looks a lot better than the wooden floors. That's all we can really afford for now, so back to the till to bring in some extra money and work towards that third cashier. Our balance is looking healthy after another profit. Stacking shelves and working on the checkout takes up most of today. I did find time to order a few more boxes of floor tiles and get to work on laying them around the checkouts. How nice is this looking? Oh my god, would you look at that profit? Amazing. A big stock order and a few more boxes of floor tiles and I get to work finishing off the checkout area. Still a load of boxes outside, so I'm going to have to go and help out stocking up again. Another yummy profit. This morning, a lot of prices needed adjusting before we jump on the checkout again for the rest of the day. A new product license day: cheese, coffee, water, eggs, pasta, sugar and green tea to treat our customers. We buy all the new items, add them to the shelves and set the prices before we open the doors to the public. Another double fridge is needed to add some of the new stuff and we have just a spot for it. Most of the day is spent attending to the customers on the checkouts. But before we finish off for the day, I grab some more floor tiles and lay them down. Oh, we lost a little money there. With the ever piling supply of boxes outside, we help out with the stocking up again before we spend the rest of the day on the tills. Back in the green today though. We have to clear some labels in the storeroom to keep the restockers working. Another busy day on the tills and it seems there's an issue with our staff again. Ah yes, staring into the abyss once again. More profits, lovely stuff. quick reload of the game and the staff are working hard again, which frees me up to do some work on the checkouts. The customers, they just keep coming. And the money is still rolling in. Day 75 and we're still miles away from that next cashier. It looks like we'll be working the tills a lot for a while. The next couple of days, we didn't move from that till. Oh no, we forgot to pay the bills. We cleared them all out and buy a new spotlight for the latest expansion. Up it goes. Let's see how it looks. Wonderful. The shop is busy. I love to see it like this. I jump back on the tills for the rest of the day. We made so much money. The biggest stock order yet leaves the street in an absolute mess. I can't leave it like that, so I start helping to put it all away. Watching everyone work is very therapeutic. On the 79th day, I have enough money to buy another extension for the storeroom. The space looks great, so we buy a few more tall racks and get to work placing them. With a little bit of multitasking on the tills. The new racks are in and we need to relocate the rest to use up the space to its full potential. An expected loss after all the new purchases. Another giant sized delivery and a long working day. The checkout keeps me busy all day. Before we open for the day, I order a few more racks for the storeroom and get them located. With the new storage racks, we can finally hire our 4th restocker. This should make life so much easier. More work on reorganising the storeroom to improve the layout makes it much more practical. A little bit of spare cash gets us some more floor tiles and we lay it out in the shelving area. Despite all the spending, a profit was welcomed. The checkouts are mental. Thankfully, we have 4 people stocking the shelves and this leaves me free to serve customers all day. We made a nice profit, but the supply cost is huge. Today was a bad day. We leave the shop and a car hits me. He didn't even stop. Luckily, I'm injury free and I'm still fine to stock some shelves and serve a bunch of customers. A nice tidy profit raises my spirits. Too much stock is laying in the street, so I get back to work stocking up and do more work on the checkouts. This is the best day ever. We have unlocked our 3rd cashier. The bills are paid and we can afford the next product license. This one looks fancy with some moussaka, salmon, scallops, steak, sushi and veal. We're going up in the world. This stuff costs a small fortune, but we buy what we can and start adding them to our fridge. Not enough room for everything, we buy another double fridge and start filling it with goodies. An expected loss today. Hopefully tomorrow is better. A chilled out day watching our little business working. Some price changes to start our day before I spot a confused member of staff outside. I head into the storeroom and remove the labels from the empty racks. Things are looking good. in the green. With no tills for me to work on, I help out with some stocking up. And I monitor the shop. Closing time arrives and we are packed out. And the profits are soaring. A huge delivery means we need to help out stocking the shelves. I love standing up here where I can see everything. We have some time to spot order some things that are getting low. It means we can keep on top of things a lot easier now. And the profits are still looking great. As we head into the final stretch, things seem to be going pretty well. And to top it off, we made a massive profit for the day. I pay off the bills and then walk outside. Wow, what a mess. We need to help to clean this up. It looks like a few of our prices are a little off, so a quick check and a few adjustments are needed. A quick check on the storeroom and our restockers are having issues again. Wow, this is our biggest profit yet. A quick reload and a little maintenance in the storeroom starts our day, and our guys in the back are working as hard as ever. Before we open up, I help out clearing the mess outside. Then something hits me. Why not get another loan? A professional loan that lets us buy a new section in the shop area for $6,700. We get to work on relocating our fridges. We buy some more shelves and squeeze them in, carefully repositioning everything to fit in nicely. And we add another chest freezer. This will come in really useful. Not overly happy with the layout, I start fiddling with the shelves to try and make things a little bit better. It gets a little bit tricky in places, but we manage to line them all up nicely. Oh, look at that negative profit. We grab a new spotlight to light up the newest area. And we do a little more relocating of the shelving units. Next up, I buy my first display fridge and start stocking it up with drinks. I think it was a good choice. I also buy a new shelving unit and this thing is enormous. I might have to do some more relocating to fit this one in. Things are feeling a little bit cramped, so I start moving the checkouts back, try and free up a little bit of space. That's the best we can do. I start stocking the new shelf with some of our best sellers. It actually looks pretty good, don't you think? Today, I'm finally going to start organising my stock on the shelves properly. This has been a long time coming, but it's going to look so much better when it's finished. Taking a break from organising the shelves, how about a lick of paint? I like the look of this blue. I start slapping that paint all over the walls. It complements the floor perfectly. Day 94 is over and we've made an insane profit. A day of organising the shelves keeps me busy before I take a little time out to watch over the shop. The shelves are finished and it looks perfect. Another profit and a very healthy balance. A pretty big delivery comes in this morning, so I'll lend a hand putting some of the stock away before we open the store. grab some more blue paint and we get to work on the decorating. This is going to take a few more tins and it's not cheap. We buy the final tin of paint and finally finish the shop walls. A few more boxes of floor tiles to finish the flooring. A little bit short. We need one more box. The shop looks amazing. The storeroom's been looking a little bit dark, so I'll grab a couple of spotlights to brighten it up a bit. A decent profit after buying all that stuff. I'll take it. Pretty much all of today was spent checking the prices of our stock and making adjustments. A huge profit at the end of the day shows it was working well. This is the biggest order we've ever had delivered. While the guys are putting it away, I decide to start working on the storeroom and get the paintbrush out. Back in the shop, it's been pretty constant all day. That mammoth order took its toll on the daily profits. Still a mountain of mess outside the shop. These guys really can't cope, so I offer to lend a hand again. Everything seems to be running smoothly as we monitor the shop and the staff. Holy crap, look at that profit! Crazy money! We start our final day with some stocking up before we move back into the storeroom with the paintbrush. I want this place looking as good as the shop itself. All of the walls get a nice coat of paint. It looks so much better than them yellow walls. Next, we move onto the floor. Something a little bit different to the shop maybe. The storeroom staff won't know what's hit them when they come in here and see it finished. All done, and I think it's looking pretty good. A little walk through the shop to admire all of our hard work. If you've made it this far, please consider subscribing to the channel and hit that thumbs up for me please. I close the shop for the final time. The last customer has been served and I follow him out to the exit. The lights go out and we take one last look at the shop. Thank you all for watching and I'll see you in the next one.